Once again, I welcome you all to the NICO Global Town Hall Conference. Let me just make a little bit of a disclaimer. You can see I'm in a t-shirt and with no hat and everything because at every conference, I like to represent Nigeria with my traditional attire. But today, I'm making a detour because I'm hosting this from the UK, and for the first time since I've been in this country, today happens to be one of the hottest days here. And UK, I'm not proud to say it's hotter than Nigeria today. So that's the reason why you see me in the t-shirt and stuff like that, because I had to, I have to keep myself the temperature in the studio here on the normal kill. So that's the reason you see me here. So apologies for that. I like to represent Nigeria. Everybody knows me for that. Because as they say, Nigeria know they carry last. So that's the reason why you see me in the t-shirt today. So thank you so very much for being part of this program again, and God bless you all. The conference today, as you all know, like I said in my Saturday message this morning, is yet another special edition with a special guest who, for the next 2 hours, will engage Nigerians across the globe on a special theme chosen for today, which is specially titled Assessing the Achievements of the Renewed Hope Administration and the Limitations of the Opposition. So, my co-host for today are Honorable Joseph Ogusheye, Honorable Jacob Ogusheye, Hajia Rekia Bello Abakar, Honorable Udeme Ukwe, Ambassador Kairat Animasham Ajiboye, Honorable Sheung Bayewu, Alhaja Aulat Sule, and Barrister Tosin Olainika. These distinguished Nigerians will be assisting me in moderating today's conference to ensure a smooth and uninterrupted deliberation. And as you all know by now, the conference is always streaming live across social media, and especially on Ben TV UK, which is the first Nigerian African digital TV channel, headed by its CEO, Alistair Shorady, and on Diaspora TV in Switzerland, led by Honorable Mark Babidele. Many thanks, sir, for your support and assistance always. Just looking through the conference now, I can't help looking through every day. I can see new faces as usual, and many of our regular participants, including our leaders and stakeholders from across the globe. So thank you all for always joining the conference every week without fail, and for watching us on Ben TV UK and on Diaspora TV Switzerland and across our social media channels. Thank you so very much. We appreciate your support always. And towards the end of the conference, I will be acknowledging the presence of our leaders and stakeholders already in the house, and those that will join us during the conference. Thank you all so very much. In the meantime, however, on behalf of my team and behind the Renew Hope Global, I wish to welcome you all to this session. On today's conference, we have in our midst the Director General and Chief Executive Officer, National Institute for Cultural Orientation, NICO. He is Otunba Biodun Ajiboye. You recall he was on our program here sometime in 2024, and is coming back for the second time by popular demand. He will be engaging with us for the next 2 hours on the theme of today, which is assessing the achievements of the Renewed Hope Administration and the limitations of the opposition. So, to set the ball rolling for this virtual conference, please permit me to read out the profile of our special guest, Otunba Biodun Ajiboye. Otunba Biodun Ajiboye is a distinguished individual whose expertise spans multiple fields. As a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Administration, his commitment to professional excellence is evident. With a consummate background in media and advertising, he is a luminary in the industry. In the 2023 national election campaign, Otunba Ajiboye played a pivotal role as the Assistant Director of the Media and Publicity Directorate, contributing significantly to the victory of the Nigerian President, President Bola Tinubu GCFR. His strategic insights and powerful voice were instrumental in shaping the campaign's success. And prior to entering the realm of politics, Otunba Ajiboye left an indelible mark on the telecommunications sector. His historical contribution includes pioneering the Nigerian Telecom Awards, an event that attracted the presence of 7 African presidents over its 15 years existence. This remarkable achievement remains unparalleled in celebrating the achievements of the Nigerian telecom industry. As the publisher and editor-in-chief of Nigerian Telecom News, Otunba Ajiboye was a driving force in disseminating crucial information and insights within the telecom sector, solidifying his status as a respected leader in both media and telecommunications. Away from politics and the corporate world, he is also a cultural icon and currently the Otunba Muagun of Oro Kingdom, a chieftaincy title that places enormous responsibility on him. Chief Ajiboye's activity in the International Cultural Festival tagged World Shogo Festival saw over 20,000 foreigners in Nigeria in 2013, which still reverberates as he went on a tour of cultural expedition with the late Alaafin of Oyo to Cuba and Brazil in 2014 to appreciate the importance of Yoruba culture in the Americas. Otunba Biodun Ajiboye is a multifaceted professional whose unwavering commitment to excellence has left an indomitable mark in the fields of media, advertising, politics, and telecommunications. His leadership and dedication are not only instrumental in political victories, but also in fostering growth and recognition within the Nigerian telecom industry. Otunba Ajiboye's impressive career and contributions continue to shape and influence the landscape of these diverse sectors. That, in a nutshell, is the brief profile of our special guest for today. So please join me in welcoming Otunba Biodun Ajiboye to the Renewed Hope Global Virtual Town Hall Conference. Once again, our main topic for today is assessing the achievements of the Renewed Hope administration and the limitations of the position. And as you all know, this is where I fire the first salvo of my questions to our special guests, after which we will move to the question and answer session. So, participants of the conference with questions are hereby advised to please use the hand emoji at the bottom of their screen to indicate their interest in fielding a question to our special guests, whilst our followers watching on TV and on our various social media handles can use our dedicated telephone number and email addresses to forward their questions. My co-hosts will pick them at random and field short questions to our guests when the time comes. So for now, we will now go to our special guest now with the event of the day. So my question normally centers on the topic for the day, and Your Excellency, sir, given your pedigree as an excellent orator that I know you of, and experience in politics of Nigeria, as well as being a member of the Renewed Hope administration, I believe there is no better person to give Nigerians across the globe an insight into the inner workings of this government than yourself. So it is for this reason that I'm going to give you. I have two-fold questions, just like we have two-fold theme for today. I'm going to give you two-fold questions, but I'm going to encapsulate them into one. After which we will then go into the question and answer session. So, like I said earlier on, any participant and the members of our followers who are following us on TV, please, if you have any question, this is time for you. For those of you who are on this conference, there's an emoji, there's a hand emoji at the bottom of your screen. Please click it to show that you have a question to answer, because we will be going to you on a first come first serve basis. We are strictly going to stop at 6 o'clock. So if you don't have your hands up on time and 6 o'clock, we reach 6 o'clock, we will not be able to call you to answer the question. So if you know you have a question, now is the time to put your hand up, even before it starts to speak. So thank you so very much for being part of this program, and we appreciate your support always. So, like I said earlier on, sir, Your Excellency, my question will be twofold, and I will encapsulate it into one as follows. Firstly, can you, because I'm going to do it in such a way, because I know you are such a very fantastic orator, and being a member of this government, my question is something that I know you flow with ease. So that's why I'm going to make it as vague as possible, so you have enough, leeway for you to be able to take it whichever way you want. Because I know you are very, very adept at that. So that's why I'm going to make it that way, sir. So please pardon me if I'm not being very specific. That's just for the reason of what I just said earlier, because you are known for, being an orator and being somebody who has been part of the. I've seen you on TV, and I've seen how voracious you are about reading out the achievements of this administration. That's why I'm thinking, what's the point of me being pointing when I know the man I'm talking to is a man who is an encyclopedia of this administration. So that's why I'm going to be a little bit vague with my question. So this is what I'm going to be doing, sir. And this is the question I'm going to be asking. First of all, can you please give us an assessment of the achievements of this administration in the last 3 years? And secondly, what is your take on the opposition in Nigeria? I know there's been a couple of developments regarding the opposition in this. So I know you would inculcate all of that into it. So that's why I'm not going to go into specifics. I'm just going to be very vague about it. You know really well that you're an expert at that, and I know you're going to do it justice. So I'll leave the floor to you now, sir. Thank you so very much. You have the floor now.
Thank you very much. We first of all must appreciate that one of the greatest things that has happened to Nigeria in the last 3.5 years, 3 years, is the fact that we have somebody, an individual, who did not get into the presidency by mistake, who had gotten a whole long time to plan, to orchestrate, to put his plans together so sophisticatedly over a period of, give or take, 10 years. That in itself is a major step in the right direction. It's a man who is conversant with the problems of Nigeria, a man who had been governor since 1999. And 1999 is a watershed, a complete landmark in the history of this country. We got back to democracy, and we needed to do a long-term planning of how we need to lead ourselves. He governed Lagos, and today Lagos is the fifth largest economy in Africa. Lagos is boasting of close to about $300 billion GDP. He took this economy of Lagos from $15 billion. He put a lot of things in plan that could speak to the future of Lagos. And to change a society, recognizing where we're coming from as a people, whether we believe it or not, we got independence in a hurry. The fight, the struggle was to get independence. The struggle was not what happened after independence. Obviously, we didn't plan that very well. So we got ourselves into a lot of confusion after independence. Up until 1966, it was one coup or the other. Up until 1985, it was one coup or the other. Up until perhaps June 12, 1993 was another coup of some sort. Okay. So that tells everybody that we ran a country without a concerted plan to progress, a concerted plan to have a gauge on where we want to be at a particular time, at a particular point in time. So the key of Nigeria basically started 1999, and we've had close to 27 years, about 27 years unbroken democracy. All right. The best we could have done was to have a long-term plan on how we want to progress, like many countries did. Even as at 1999, I am not sure the government at the federal could still manage succession plans, which is why the plan of the government between 1999 to 2007 is not carried forward between 2007 to 2015, and between two. So there is no one long string plan. And except that is done, no nation can develop in successive anticipation. I am laying this background because I do not want us to just imagine that a government will come, spend 7 years, run his own race, leave, spend 7 years, another one comes, run. No, no nation can develop in perpetuity running a country like that. I remember when Yaradua came, he reversed a couple of things, that has to do with privatization. That's the typical example of what I'm saying. So let's not dwell too much on that. This government then came in 2023, and decided to take the problem of Nigeria headlong. It was a choice between, do we want to solve the fundamental problem of Nigeria or want to placate as usual? The man says, no, let us take the problem of Nigeria to the fundamentals. And how do we do that? Okay, no nation can develop in perpetuity without infrastructure. Whether we like it or not, no nation can develop without infrastructure. Yeah. With infrastructure comes jobs, job creation. With infrastructure comes ability to even become credible or credit-worthy as a nation, to attract financing, attract investors, attract, a lot. So it looks like infrastructure is the bane of development of any nation. Yeah. What did Bola Tinubu do with respect to infrastructure? Some of the infrastructures that have been there for 40 years abandoned since the 70s. It started with the long haul of road transport, road network, from the connecting the south to the north. The long, Badagry to Sokoto. Badagry to Sokoto is one long, stretch of road that can generate about 1,668 kilometers. What that can generate for the future of Nigeria is colossal. With road network, transportation of goods and services becomes easy. With road network, economies are attracted to those centers of the road. Settlements within the centers of the road cater for transporters. Too many things, goods, agricultural products are transported with a lot of ease, and it stimulates economy. In the same vein, Lagos-Calabar coastal highway, 750 kilometers road, costing about 15 trillion naira. Now, what does this mean? The coastal road is a tourism center. Coastal road is a boost to economy. Coastal road attracts a lot of tourism. So what that means is that for the first time, Nigeria is actually putting a plan together to say that, okay, Lagos to Calabar, let it be a beehive of activities. That is going again. The southeast, all of that, the southeast road, all of that is being put together. The issues of road network is one major issue, even from north central to the north. So what we are saying, in essence, what the government is trying to do or has done or is doing, in essence, is to ensure that the whole of the topography of Nigeria has a road network to connect the country together. We can talk about rail network, Lagos, Sokoto again, Kano, Lagos, Kano. The Lagos-Ibadan stretch of it is fantastic. And you can see how much it has stimulated the economy. So in other words, all I'm simply saying is that a country that has started to plan its future, the plan is just beginning now. If this had been done in the past, we will definitely not have been in this situation that we are today.
Yeah.
With respect to our GDP, with respect to job creation, with respect to every problem we have in this country today, is as a result of the fact that we have not planned very well from the beginning. And if you don't plan, you only plan to fail. Now, no matter how you look at it. So we must appreciate that for once we have a leader who says the beginning of 1,000 miles is with a step. Let us plan well. Let us navigate properly for the sake of the future of our country. Don't know if I should continue.
Yeah. You have the field, sir. You have the field, sir.
Now,
like I said, I know you're adept at issues like this. So that's why I'm giving you the free hand to go as much as you can, sir.
Look at the health. Look at this health sector. Yeah. 8,000 primary health care centers are being built. Just imagine that says that perhaps about 300 healthcare centers per state, if not more, if not a lot more. In fact, 500 per state. These are things that if we had done in the past, our healthcare sector would have been better taken care of. And you understand that it takes an administrator and a leader to understand how to manage a country. You see, the fact that you are a politician does not make you a good administrator.
Yeah, true.
So, majority of the people that are in competition and in opposition do not have any track record that we can refer to and build our confidence around them. I have looked around. I cannot see anything spectacular that I can point out about Alhaji Abubakar Atiku to be his achievement while as Vice President of Nigeria. For me, if I was this lone voter in Nigeria, Alhaji Abubakar Atiku is not somebody I will think it is proper to vote for. And I'll anchor that my reasoning on one point. His principal, Olusegun Obasanjo, wrote about him in a way that is character destruction.
Yeah.
I cannot see anywhere else in the world Alhaji Atiku Abubakar can present his credentials and anybody can take him seriously. One. Two, the gentleman called Obi is bereft of ideas. Obi does not understand exactly what it means to run a country. He ran Anambra. Nobody has ever pointed to anything serious to have happened to Anambra in his time. As a matter of fact, people are coming out now to say it was a colossal disappointment to the people of Anambra while he was governor. That person comes out today again to say he wants to be president. So the point I'm making is that Asiwaju has a credential that is unparalleled. Interestingly, I have related with him at very close quarters, and I know his credentials. He has strong intellectual fertility. He has passion and is devoted to what he does. In those days, we will be with Asiwaju from 11 in the evening till about 4 a.m., putting things together. So by personal character, he has something that others do not have. So therefore, let's go back to, some of the things he has done. For a country to be great, you must care about infrastructure, you must care about education, and you must care about special trade zones. With respect to education, this is a government that has spent so much money, close to 75 billion or so in NEL fund, trying to ensure that indigent students are able to get education. Now, without proper education, we can't get too far in any way and anywhere we are planning to get to. So you can understand our greatest problem. You can see how much it has been able to stimulate foreign direct investment. Shell came here in January to say they are putting 20 billion US dollars back into our economy. What could have made Shell to come back? They left before. The World Bank is saying the reforms going on in Nigeria is a pointer to smart and intelligent administration and plan. Everybody around the world, we are building our foreign reserve beyond what anybody can imagine. The last 17 years, our foreign reserve has not been built to this, to this level. Nigeria is coming to a point where we can hand over Nigeria to the future. Yes, we are beset with unexpected problem of insecurity, no doubt. Problem of insecurity is not something we caused, it's something we are battling. And a lot of people do not know why we came to this point in the area of insecurity. I'd like to shed a little bit of light on it. Around 2021, 2022, the Francophone West African countries severed their relationship with France. Chad, Togo, Mali, Côte d'Ivoire, Senegal, etc., Niger. The military presence of France had to evacuate. The environment became porous. Then, of course, all the ISIS of the world, all the ISWAP and whatever you call them, all the terrorist organizations of the world flew into that place. The collapse of Libya created a lot of vacuum and arms. They penetrated Nigeria. The confusion in Sudan, all of that. Unfortunately for us, which is again, is an age-long problem, our borders are porous. Just recently, we started to care about identifying ourselves. We never identified ourselves as a country. As a country, a Togolese will come, will drive in here, spend many years. A Senegalese will come, a Nigerian will come. Just about yesterday or so, the president signed a national identity, bill to further make sure that we are identified. So the insecurity problem became enormous from 2023. It was a lot more than we experienced in 2022, 2021. And the only thing the government can do is to increase budget for security. Again, the budget this year for security ran into about 4 trillion naira. So the point here is that everything the president needed to have done about insecurity is doing his best. Not even his best. He's doing it the way he ought to have done it. He had changed the leadership of the military. Christopher Musa is now the defense minister. He was the past chief of army staff and not chief of defense staff. That is saying, rejig your personnel profile of the military top echelon, which he has done. He has entered into a military arrangement with countries like the United States of America. They are coming to support. Britain has stepped in as we speak. That is all he could do. Now, that the problem has not been surmounted is because we are acting within the capacity of our limited capacity. If there's anything else anybody can do, I can assure you, Bola Tinubu will do to curb insecurity. So, unfortunately for us, let me go a bit about opposition. We do not have opposition. What we have is a pack of unnecessarily belligerent individuals who believe, look, the best way is to whittle down this government so that we can be voted for. Where is their sense of patriotism? Where is that sense of nationhood that says the problem of the nation is a collective problem of everybody, regardless of creed, tribe, or even political differences? Okay, people were kidnapped, children were kidnapped. Rather than bring a solution to the table, you started to call for resignation. Some people started to refer to how much Bola Tinubu has told people to resign in the past. Some unnecessary issues. We can't run a country that way. If we want to run a country, let us put ourselves together, appreciate the essence of spirit of patriotism. That I am not voted for today does not mean I can't see anything good in whoever is voted for. Those are the enormous problems we are confronted with as a nation. I am pained because no matter how good anybody is, we cannot move forward when we cannot put on the toga of patriotism. We need to understand that the problem confronting Nigeria is everybody's problem. So I think I need people to ask me questions at this point so that we can continue from there.
Oh,
I'm having a feeling that it's becoming a monologue.
Thank you so very much for that expansive expository on the because I threw you just two simple questions, and you spent the last 40 minutes now explaining to us why we are where we are today. And let me I'll just give me a few minutes just to go through some of the takeaways that I got from what you just said now, because you spoke extensively about infrastructures, which is a hallmark of progress for any nation. Anyone who is versed in the history of the world and how country progresses will understand that for any country to progress, there has to be a massive investment in infrastructure, which this company has been doing. And while you were talking, I recall because I was born in the north and I grew up in the north. In fact, as a Yoruba man, I have never lived in Yoruba land. I have always lived in the north. And I remembered when Buhari, God bless his soul, when he, one of the things he was criticized about was the rail network that he made from Kano to Maradi in the Nigeria Republic.
Yeah.
People criticized him for that. And me, because I was born in Zaria is about maybe 200 kilometers from Kano. And I've been to Kano. In fact, that was where I went to buy my wedding attire for when I was about to get married. And I understand why Buhari did that. And I remember a couple of times when I was on TV, I was saying to people that many of the people who were criticizing what Buhari did then had never gone beyond Jeba.
Correct.
So they have no idea what the man was thinking. But me, being a Yoruba man, born and bred in the north, I understand what he was doing. Because when you go to Kano, there's a market called Kantin Kwali. Kantin Kwali is a place where they sell mostly attires. What's it called again? Whatever you buy to make clothes out of. I'm trying to find out the right word for it now. Because that was where I went to buy all the materials for my, when you want to get married and they give you a list of blah blah blah. I bought all the stuff from there, from that Kantin Kwali in Kano. And the system there is this. When you go to Kantin Kwali, they sell just apparels. When you go there and you want to buy something and the man you are talking to, the trader, does not have that stuff, he will tell you to pay some deposit and come back in the evening. And from my understanding, what that means is, as soon as you pay that deposit, the man goes straight to Maradi in Nigeria and go and get that stuff. By the time you come back, he has it already in stock. So I think from my own understanding, that you see, sometimes unless you get close to these people in government, you may not understand some of the decisions they take. They make sometimes. That was why Buhari himself decided to do that rail line, so that it will make it easy for a trader in Kano to go to Maradi within 2 hours and come back. For me, it's an economic decision.
It is.
But some people they did not see it like that. So it takes someone like me, a Yoruba man who lives in the north, to understand it. But a typical Yoruba man who spent all his life in the south would never, no matter how much, because I've tried to understand, I've tried to explain to some of my friends here, they just don't get it. Now, that's point number one. Point number two is, as you spoke about the benefit of Lagos to Calabar Coastal Road. You know what I find shocking about this side is the fact that even some of those who are aspiring to lead us as the president of this country don't see the benefit of this. And I find
because they don't know.
No, it's not that they don't know. And now, this is why I want to digress with you, sir. Somebody who has risen to the position of governor cannot. Somebody who does not know should be somebody who has never went to the 4 walls of a school. If it's claiming ignorance, I can understand. But for someone who has gone not just to what he claimed to have studied in Harvard, market to market, whatever it is, he said he studied, he's gone to that. So he cannot come now to claim that he does not know. So for me, I find that hard to believe that somebody of that stature cannot see the benefits, the economic benefit of that. Because what that means is that you can go from Lagos to Calabar, something that would have taken them, I don't know, the whole day. Within 5 hours, you are there. For me, that makes economic sense. But for some people, because of political expediency, they don't want to see it. So that's why I said, for me, I think it is time for Nigerians now to shine their eyes now to know who have their best interests at heart. That's point number two. Point number three is about FDI. You spoke about foreign direct investment that's been coming into the country. I know fairly well about that because we, the Renew Hope Global, has been doing a lot of attracting foreign direct investment to Nigeria. And I have signed some MOUs personally for the Nigerian government and for the Energy Commission of Nigeria, both here in the UK at the what's it called now, at the House of Lords, and in Dubai, and again in Switzerland. That's what we do. Any government that cannot attract foreign, you see, remember a couple of years ago they were telling us, foreign investors were running away from Nigeria, blah 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 blah. But now we have been able to belie that nonsense by personally engaging ourselves in ensuring that at least I have signed about 3 or 4 MOUs, and I can tell you all of those MOUs that I've signed, the people that are signing with are now in Nigeria now, executing the MOU that we signed. And so many other groups too have done the same thing. So for me, I don't buy the warped narratives on social media that investors are. Many of those who left Nigeria are now coming back. It is public knowledge, but certain people have just closed their mind. They don't want to see it. Again, another thing you have said, which gladdens my heart, is about the insecurity issue. When you are speaking about what the government has been doing. I remember again, when the late Buhari was in government, I remember he said something, which again he was pilloried about. You remember when Libya collapsed? The first thing Buhari said was that the collapse of Libya would have devastating effect on all African countries because, and I think he expanded on it, and he said a lot of those ammunitions that people who are opposed to Gaddafi have access to now will now, be transported to other African countries. But people pilloried him at the time. They said was talking nonsense. That is why we have the insecurity that we have now on a large scale.
That's why we have a more ferocious insurgency.
Some of us are children of history. That's why we always record all of these things and talk about it. And talking about opposition, which mentioned. Sorry, I'm going to go to the question and answer now, but I just needed to respond to some of the things you said so that for Nigerians to understand what you are saying and where we are coming from, how we got to where we are now. Talking about the opposition, I think, if you ask me, I have no sympathy, zero sympathy for any of them. And the reason for that is very simple for me. Because as far as I'm concerned, every single one of these opposition leaders, they have the wherewithal to sort up their own political party, just like Asiwaju did with APC. When Asiwaju wanted to oppose APC, what he did then was to beat his time, like you said in your response. He took his time. Yeah. Even when he wanted to run as vice president and people brought about the Muslim ticket thing, he decided to step aside and brought somebody in. Right? And when he felt it was time for him, that was one of the reasons why when people started talking about Muslim ticket again, he said, no, not this time. It is my time, and I'm going to take the bull by the horns. And he did what he did, not before he did what was necessary by making sure that he amalgamated all other political parties, which this opposition should have done. But no, because like in their own head, which points to the way they've been ruling Nigeria all these years, which brought us to where we are now, which brought us all the problems that this man is now trying to solve. They have this mentality of we own the land and we do as we want. That was why.
Well, interestingly, it is a bit beyond that.
Yeah.
Let me try and put it very well.
You have the floor, sir. You have the floor, sir. Let's
yeah,
go.
I want to put it the best way. For me, somebody like Peter Obi does not understand the nitty-gritty of politics and leadership.
At all.
If you cannot build an organization around your leadership skills, around your personality traits, around your character, you cannot, ascend that position of a leader by the kind of effort you are putting into the organization.
Yeah.
And people see you as, oh, he has led this organization most creditably well, which will be a matter of solving problems, solving crises, weighing through a lot of issues, mediating, and a whole lot of that. That is what makes a leader. Yeah. The simple definition of leadership is ability to develop followership.
Yes. Yeah. True.
And as a student of leadership, I tell you that some people have leadership fostered on them by just circumstance of birth.
Yeah.
A man becomes a king because his father was a king.
Yeah.
You cannot become a politician because your father was a politician.
No. True.
Now, some leadership positions have to do with your personality traits.
Yeah.
Mr. Peter Obi does not have the qualities of a leader. That is why he's afraid to build a political party. He's afraid to stand with a political party and go through the problems of the party, resolve the problems of the party, and stand tall. Therefore, you go to parties that have been formed and cannibalized, parties that have been formed that are in comatose, and you want to use your feigned popularity gotten from children who feel some older people have mismanaged their fortune, and they are looking for somebody who they feel is a bit away from those older people. Unfortunately for them, like I told one of my children, you have no intelligence. You are running away from an old block into another old block. Everything that is wrong in Nigeria today, Peter Obi was part of it.
Yes.
How do you then think that he can save you? Peter Obi is cunning, is using some common sense to make the boys follow him. First of all, because he realizes that Nigeria has been bedeviled by corruption, he tries to talk like he's not corrupt. He tries to say that he's very prudent. He tries to say that he had only one house anywhere in the world. He had only one wristwatch. He had only one pair of shoes, so that those children can look at him as being different from the other people. And everything in that direction is a lie.
Yep.
And you cannot build something on nothing.
Yeah.
The kind of opposition we have, judging from Mr. Peter Obi's kind of leadership trait, is fickle, feeble, and cannot endure any legacy. So we can't talk about opposition because the opposition, because of greed, they cannot understand what it takes to imbibe that personality trait, that leadership trait of being considerate. When you are considerate, your followers see humanity, the humaneness of a man. They see it in you, and they suck up to you. They look up to you. I'm a student of leadership, and I understand. Okay, look at it. Adebola Ahmed Tinubu formed the AD. He was a strong member of the AD. And at a point, the AD was collapsing. He stood still. He showed resilience.
Yeah.
He galvanized. At a time, the AD was being taken away by Obasanjo's PDP using federal might. He stood still and took a recourse to legality. He used legal means to reclaim the states.
Yeah.
There is no way the success of such a political party will not be weaved around such a man who had sacrificed, who had employed his foresight to see how well he can bring life to a political party. That is leadership quality. When he was going to take a ticket and they said Muslim tickets will not work, he looked for one of his commissioners and said, you go, sacrifice.
Yeah.
Those are things that we are not seeing now in this opposition we claim we have, that is tearing them apart.
Yeah.
Between Amechi and Atiku Abubakar, it was a tug of war for Amechi to accept vice presidential slots. So all of those kind of things are the reason why, as we speak in Nigeria today, we don't have opposition. They have not even been able to organize themselves into a proper political party before they can then take on the roles of opposition by scrutinizing the policies of the ruling party. They are not able to do that because they have no time. They are battling with structural issues of the party. So what the only thing they now have a recourse into is trying to pick criticisms from the ruling party without actually proffering any solution, without actually critical analysis of how it can work. So they just say insurgency has increased, insecurity has increased. Five people were killed today. People were put in the forest. So they keep harping on the problems of the society as the problem of the government. So their senses of sympathy, nationhood, patriotism, nationalism had been killed considerably. So those people cannot make good leaders. Still talking about opposition. Because of their hurry to take power, they really do not even know the legality and the legal situations of the political party they are buying. And Tiroba Lologun Odun, Otoma Banjokon, meaning that no matter how your inconsistency travels, the reality of time will catch up with you. So the opposition is in total disarray. And it is unfortunate for our political situation and system, for our democracy, that opposition had played themselves to oblivion. And in view of that fact, our democracy is as retarded again by another 20 years. So rather than the people to hold this so-called opposition responsible for their failure, their colossal failure to provide opposition when necessary, they are following them because they do not realize a man that cannot play virile opposition cannot play good governance, cannot play well if elected. A failure in opposition is obviously a failure in power.
Sure.
So the political problem of Nigeria has expanded even worse than we met it in 2023. Because this group of people that are meant to have been opposition have failed in understanding what opposition is. The avarice, greed of power has killed their foresight in securing this, in putting this nation on a good state. So we have a lot more problem than we are confronting before. So for me, what Asiwaju has done to the politics of Nigeria, to the development of Nigeria, is so colossal that history of Nigeria cannot be complete without reference to him, his sacrifice. It's not enough to be a governor. It's more important to be intelligent. It's not enough to be an aspirant of a presidency or whatever. It's more important to be smart, to be an administrator. See, there's a difference between leadership by default and leadership by training. A man may not have leadership qualities by nature, but if he has leadership training, he will be a good leader. It is through leadership training that you know the character you should put forward and the ones you should hold on to or you should keep back. It is through leadership training you understand that you have to put some behavioral attitude, some attitude forward to your followers. So most of those people that are aspiring to be leaders, they lack leadership training. They don't even understand what leadership entails. So Nigeria is not yet Uhuru in any way. Thank you. Let me just stop there so that we can have some interaction.
Thank you so very much for that expose. Let me just ask for the patience of the people who have their hands up, because you have just proven to me once again the reason why at the editorial meeting every hand was pointing at you, that you were the person that would bring on to deal with this issue. Because you see that's the way you make issue that looks complicated so easy to understand, and you've just proved that again now by your analogy of what's been going on, especially regarding the opposition. Because up until now, what we keep hearing was there's no opposition in Nigeria. APC is trying to make Nigeria a one-party state.
Yes, the APC is killing opposition.
I don't bloody get it, because for one, I remember, because it's like I said earlier on, I'm a child of political history. In 1999 to 2017, PDP were controlling 32 or 33 states.
Correct.
And nobody spoke about one-party state.
Yes.
Now, APC is controlling less than 30 states. The reason we have more than 30 states because some of the opposition have now come to join us. That's the only reason why we have more than 30 states. Now, all of a sudden, hell has broken loose. We have now the democracy is in crisis because blah blah blah. All of those. As far as I'm concerned, that does not help the country one bit. But my concern, sir, is this. Now, I stopped myself from saying it earlier when I was talking about the opposition. We had a lot of people who have ruled this country for so many years. One of them, David Mark, was one of those who truncated democracy when he was a military man.
Sure.
Babangida told Nigerians that David Mark told him that he would kill him and kill Abiola if Abiola was declared the winner of the June 12, 1993 election. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up now is because I don't believe in, because as a lawyer, I don't have to believe in hearsay. But the reason why I'm bringing it up now is because David Mark has never come out to debunk that. So which means it is true.
To a large extent.
Said he was going to kill Babangida and Abiola if he was declared the winner. After that, this same David Mark became the Senate president for 8 years. And I read this week, you see, people say when you want to know your family history, join politics, because people will tell you the person who really had sex with your mom and gave birth to you, you will know. People now came out to tell us that this same David Mark, who comes from, where do you come from again?
Boko or somewhere in Benue.
That is no road network that goes from Abuja to Otunba. Do you know why? Because he built a helipad on top of his house.
Exactly.
Which means he doesn't give a toss whether the road is good or not. He flies from Abuja to his house.
Another leadership character fault that they don't know.
Yeah.
Asiwaju was in Bodilon for as long as even tomorrow.
Something years, yeah.
He had all the money to do helipad. It did not.
Yeah.
He was a man. People need to study leadership to aspire to positions in politics. It is lack of leadership training that is killing a whole lot of us.
You see, the Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. That's why I'm bringing up all of this issue for us to discuss it. That's point number one. Point number two, Atiku Abubakar, the roads that lead to his village, in his 8 years as the vice president, he didn't do it. Guess who did it? President Muhammadu Buhari was the one who did the road. And these are the people who came back now. Don't let me go on Adebola, because that one, because my family lives in Otunba, so I know a hell lot about it. I don't, because I would spend the whole day talking about that. But these two people I'm talking about.
Rauf made a simple mistake of judgment.
Yeah. And
I'm sure he's regretting it right now. There's nobody in his right senses that will say he's leaving APC to join Atiku or join. The whole thing has collapsed. That has collapsed.
We can see it now. There's a court judgment 2 days ago now that has put pay to NDC now. Well, they have two choices now. One of two choices now is either they go back and do the right thing that they refused to do before, or they appeal the judgment. Whichever way they're going to do it, for me, it's a setback for them. But let's just leave that aside. Let's go on with our program, because we have a program here. Because those are just, as far as I'm concerned, a bloody waste of space. Pardon my French. Thank you so much for our listeners and our participants for being part of this. I think it's time for us now to go to the question and answer. So let me bring in my my able co-host, Barrister Tosi Olayinka, to begin. I think you can just take 3 questions at a time, and after that 3 questions, you decide either 2 or 3 questions. Then you leave the floor to Can I make one confession now, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm saying it on air now to everyone to hear. As soon as we sent out your e-flyer,
yes,
I had a lot of inquiries coming in now. You might come in for the 3rd time. We might invite you for the 3rd time. because there's a particular no, we can't hear you now. I think we can't hear you now, sir. No, we cannot hear you now. Can you please unmute?
I will, at your service, I will always oblige, sir.
God bless you, sir. Because as soon as we sent out your e-flyer and people recognize that this guy was here about 2 years ago, okay, that's a particular subject they want you to talk about. I'm not going to reveal that now, but I'm just putting you on notice that we might come knocking on the door again to come the third time.
No problem.
So you will create a record as someone who came 3 times on that program. So thank you so very much, sir. Honorable, Barrister Tosin Olayinka, you have the floor now. Thank you so very much, sir. Honorable Tosin Olayinka, can you please unmute yourself? Thank you. Honorable Tosin Olayinka, are you there? Okay, we seem to be having a bit of a problem with him, so I might as well just get along with it. We have Ayodeji O. You have the floor now. Ayodeji O, please come on with a question. Please unmute yourself. Ayodeji O, please unmute yourself. Ayodeji O, are you there? Okay, let's move on to Honorable Fako. That's my man. Honorable Fako, you have the floor now, sir. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes,
I can.
Yeah,
very good. Thank you very much, our guest. I love you so much. 2 things I want to say.
I love you
too. I know you know me, but you have not seen me. But don't worry. 2 things. Every time you are on Arise TV,
yes,
either Rufai, I've sent an email to Rufai. Please write this down. That I got a mail from Honorable Felix Adebola Ajayi. That it doesn't allow you to talk. APC does not have opposition. Arise, I told him, Arise is opposition. Rufai, why are you being attacked? You say empirical fact. So now you are I've said to you are the empirical fact of APC. You are the encyclopedia. So please, you need to give a caveat where you are invited by channels, Arise. You get there, as that your authority, can you please allow me to talk? The last time the Ayagolu or whatever, he was not allowing you. He was interrogating you. He was allowing to tell you that I'm monitoring everything. So
you
please,
are right. You are right.
You say to them, I am an encyclopedia. People are watching. Now, that's 2 things. Please allow them. If they don't allow you to talk, I love Obasanjo. It was me interviewed by a guy one time. He said, if you ask me that question, I walk out. Tell them I walk out. Yeah, I love that. But we don't need to walk out because we have a product to sell. Okay, now, I've been in Nigeria for over 2 months now. And can you believe, sir? Nail fund. I have fought. Even people here don't know about nail fund. They'll be telling you, oh, it's people that you know. It's people that you know. So now, when we spoke last week with Mustafa, please, we have a lot of things that we can push. Only for, sir, the nail fund, infrastructure. Number 3, foreigners are coming to invest in Nigeria. Do you know, sir?
Yes.
You know why? Because they could see that Nigeria is the best place to invest money. So that's number 3, and infrastructure. 4, don't load too much. Infrastructure, we are done very well in housing. This government has done more than what every other government has done. And people that are abroad, they know. Okay, foreign direct investment. A lot of people are joining today where the income that is coming from UK in diaspora is massive. It's number 2 after the oil. So, sir, let me see. Don't let somebody disturb you. Somebody is disturbing you. Tell them to get off. So please, when you get there, don't give too much point. We only need 5. So let's push. So now we have a platform that we are pushing positive narratives. What our opponent have got now is bandit. Even people abroad, my friends cannot come. They're saying, oh, terrorists will be kidnapped, we will do that. So we now have to sell our product. We need to make noise more. So please, your budget in your own office or presidency, they should push you out. Let's get a positive narrative about our government and enough about this terrorism and all this nonsense. Thank
you very much.
And so, lastly, some of our guys, they wanted to be part of your establishment. Let's see how we can, because the essence of being in politics is to have one advantage or the other. A lot of us even want to take your position, be where you are. So after, talk to Honorable Adebola or whatever, who to see how we can absorb some of our people. Thank you, sir. You are much loved. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Falco, thank you so very much for that exposition. I know you don't hold back whatever it is you have to say. You have to. He's known for that, so I can't fault him. Thank you so very much for that. Next, do we still have Ayodeji online? Ayodeji
Yes.
please introduce yourself. Okay, yeah, you have the floor now.
Yes, sir. Good everyone. I'm here, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Otunba Ajiboye.
Thank
And
you,
I believe
sir.
that you can remember this voice. It should sound
Yes.
familiar to you, sir.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much, sir. It's good to hear your voice and to see you once again, sir.
Thank you
I
very
really
much.
believe so much in your school of thought, and which I've been following since those days, as far back as Buhari did,
Correct.
which I've been learning from you, sir. Remember our one-on-one sit down to talk, so which I really appreciate so much.
Thank you
But
very
sir,
much.
one thing I want you to do for us.
Okay.
There's lots of news left, right, center. Fine, I know you are trying your best on Nigerian media that they should portray Nigeria in a good light. They should stop this. If we don't sell ourselves out, bet it with me, the whole world will see us as the worst place. And every day they are dumping a lot of things on our doorstep, and which doesn't portray us. That is not who we are. We that are privileged to be in diaspora, we are facing a lot. Just today, I was still convincing some people, making them to understand that there is no place like home. Either we like it or not. And it's better we pray for the success of this, our nation called Nigeria. And we start prophesying good things to it, and we start believing our leaders. Find there's challenges, and which every know that the all hand is on deck about it. But our media houses, both local, has to help us on this situation right now. Because if you tell some people that, oh, you are going to Nigeria, they say, oh, you are going to Dojon, you are going to where you're going to be killed. And I told them, how many of you have bought tickets to fly down to Lagos? Go and see the life. Go and see how people are enjoying themselves. It's not that worst. What people are saying, it's not that is not what is happening right now.
Thank you.
And all our heart and our prayer still goes to all the family, all the kidnapped victims. And we continue praying that they will surely come back by God's grace as soon as possible. So please, help us. Let them not kill this country for us with the word of mouth. Nigeria belongs to every one of us. And may God continue to help us. And God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you,
Amen.
everyone.
I understand your point. The problem we have is that because our politicians, Nigerians are not, some of our people are not patriotic at all. They see power and quest for power as do or die. So rather than applaud the strength of our military in how much they are crushing the insurgents and the insurgency, they would rather be silent on their wins and go to town with, you know, with the strides of the bandits, you know, and that is, you know, killing the system, killing our information ecosystem a lot more. Our information ecosystem has been hijacked by opposition negatively, and they are interested in amplifying the negatives within the society to lay credence to their own ambition. A nation can never be run like that. You know, so Those are the problems we have, and we hope that somehow we get by. Mm.
Thank you so very much, sir, for that response to that. I think I need to echo what you just said now, because living in the UK, we experienced something similar to what you just said now, where I'm one of the 24 that set up APC UK. But at some point, some renegades who feels they are more entitled to than to the whatever it is, to the chapter than anybody else, did whatever they had to do, and we got shorted away because we were trying to make sure that we live according to the dictates of the Electoral Act and the constitution of the country. We were shorted aside. That is the, now I'm just trying for the benefit of those who don't understand what this is all about. This is the reason why we became the Renewed Hope UK or the Renewed Hope Global. We decided we're not going to go against the constitution of the country. That guy touched on a very, very raw nerve, which is the bane of why Nigeria is in the way it is now. Because a lot of our leaders don't understand the constitution. People who claim to have PhD in law don't even have a clue what the constitution is saying about what should be the requirements for being a member of the party. I don't want to go into all of that because that would open a big, huge can of worms. But I just thought I should touch on that a little bit. That's why I brought it on now. Thank you so very much for shedding a bit of a light on that. And I hope those of us, especially those of us in the UK, will learn from this. You know? So thank you so very much, sir. So let me go before I go back to my co-host because I'm not sure if he's ready now. Let me just go for John Jumbo. John Jumbo, you can unmute yourself now and come on. You have 1 minute. John Jumbo, thank you so very much for being part of this program. John Jumbo, you have the floor now. John Jumbo, are you still there? I've just asked you to unmute yourself. You just need to unmute yourself and contribute to the program. Okay, if that is not happening,
can you hear me, sir?
Okay, yes, we can hear you now. Yeah, thank you.
Good evening, sir. I'm so grateful for this conversation.
Thank you. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. John Jumbo, please go ahead. You have the floor now. John Jumbo, are you still there? out of the my own show, believe it or not. So I just want to know if Honorable Venerable Gibraltar is on now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I want to appreciate Otunba Biodun Ajiboye very well. Is someone whenever I call the wind that he will be on any platform speaking, is one person I want to listen to. He is one of the voices speaking for this government in an assertive way, and is highly commendable. And that's exactly what we want to see. Yeah, I know for our time, the key thing I want to talk about is about this media narrative. The media narrative. That negativity is just too much. And it appears from the government end, we are not throwing ourselves in the face of the people as much as the opposition are doing. And we know naturally bad news travel faster, bad news sells fast more. And so when you say you have done this good thing, then they say, yeah, and so what? That's what they expect the government to do. And that will be just a wave of the hand. And again, too, just for Otunba, who goes from these stations, please, I want us to be very mindful of the language of presentation by some of these media houses presenters or interviewers. If you see them, when they are couching their statement, they will present it as if that is what the people are saying. Which people? Where have they taken the census? How have they arrived at these people? But then they are just pushing it. And I was listening to one this morning. I think on Arise. I think yes, on Arise. And they were talking and they were saying, oh, the court judgment on the obese party. Yes, they were. Oh, the people are thinking this is a way to stop obese. And I was expecting the person that to say, how don't mix two things together. If they got problem with the court, let them go and sort it out. Who is Obi that they will want to stop him? And in fact, to me, I would have loved that anything should be done to let both Obi and Adeko be on the ticket. Let them go and contest so that they will be silenced once and for all. If they are not on the ticket, they will now begin to say, oh, yes, it was an Israel because they find a way to shut us out of the system. So by and large, I just wanted to continue in that spirit and all the people in the media team to make sure that they are very sensitive to all this type of manner of presentation that pushes out the and Shatania Golu is fond of doing that. Rufai will not even allow you to talk. He's fond of doing that. Ayo on Arise is fond of. It's only about it that perhaps have some diplomacy in whatever he is doing. So all these people, if at all we are going to their platform, we must be prepared that when they push a wrong idea, let us push to them straight away. That is not the way to ask a question. Are you giving your opinion or you are asking me for my own opinion? If you are giving your opinion, then you can express it to your viewers. Then if you are asking me, ask questions in a normal, in a reasonable way, and of course, I will respond to you. Just like somebody said the other time that Obasanjo said, we don't have good questions, then I leave this place. So though we don't want to do that so that they won't say, oh, they don't have nothing to say and they are running away. But please, we must be mindful, we must be on alert for any twist in the way they present their question. I know you do that a lot because I do follow you. And of course, for these people that we are talking about, you see, the point is they have seen that Asiwaju has done the toughest of the job. And the only thing that will happen now is things to keep on turning right. And they want to step in. And now they step in, they know in the next 1 month or in the next 1 year or 2 or 3 years, a lot of things turn. They say, oh, you can see. We said you cannot do it. You can see people came in and now there's a lot of changes. So and that is why we must not allow them for any reason at all. Or be that Dati himself said that, look, let us manage the crisis in Labour Party. And he said, look, no, I'm not here to solve Labour Party's problem. I'm here to solve Nigeria's problem. You can't solve party's problem, and you want to solve Nigeria's problem. It's all lies. So thank you so much for all you do. And we want to say, please, let us find a way to douse this negativity in the media houses. Maybe they want, maybe the streamline media. Maybe government wants to call them. It's not about streamlining. It's not about forcing them to do the bidding of the government. But look, how can the soldiers be laying their life down, be doing this, and then when one singular thing, negative thing happens, you just obliterate everything they have done. Well, how many of their siblings are in the soldiers? How many of their family are ready to join the soldier? And yet we have people who are doing that. And yet they be talking as if there is insecurity everywhere. Yet they sleep in their houses. Everybody sleep in their houses. They wake up, they go to work, nothing happens. And then they will talk as if, yes, the whole country is on fire. Please, we need to douse this negativity. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you so very much, sir, for that. I'll call what you just said now as an inspiring contribution, because it's just what I would call a honestness in my mind, because the issue in this country has gone beyond some kind of silly sentiment that some people sit on, hoping it's the solution to the problem. We have a hydra-headed monster now staring us in the face. So the question is, do we now sit down, like we said, and listen to some never-do-wells who, when he had power for 8 years, didn't do anything to solve it, who is now promising us health? I think the Yorubas have a saying that if somebody is promising you to give you a garment, watch the one he has on his neck. Is it the kind of thing you want to wear? If it's not, then tell him to go to hell. See, you know, Nigeria is a sophisticated country, whether people believe it or not. Forget about our foibles. Every country has it. I live in the UK, and I know we have more sensible Nigerians in Nigeria than we have in the UK. And yet, the reason the UK works is because everybody here knows how to call their leaders to action. And that's what we lack in Nigeria. And that is what we in the New Hope Global is trying to sell to our people, to say, you know what? You have the power to call your leaders to action. Whether they want to believe it or not, you have that power. If they don't believe you when you're calling them, when election time comes, then you have the power to say, you know what? We don't like you because when we needed you, you are not there for us. So that is, as far as I'm concerned, that is what we need to be doing. That is what is required of us as citizens of that country. And I hope every Nigerian across the world, you see, one of the reasons why, I remember a couple of years ago when we in the UK here set up the diaspora voting advocacy here. We wanted Nigerians across the whole world, not just the UK, to have a say on who governs us. Guaranteed, a lot of organizations have set up, they've done this before us. 1, 2, 3, or 4 of them have done it, but they never got as far as we did. The reason they never got as far as we did was because we committed our finances and everything to it. We hired baristas from Nigeria, and I'm talking constitutional lawyers who knows the nitty-gritty of Nigerian law. They went into it, and we got a House of Representatives member to push our bill. We pushed the bill from 2016 up to, I think, about 2019, before it was, I think it got to the 3rd reading, before it was now voted out. Now, it wasn't voted out for lack of merit. It was simply voted out because certain people within the House of Representatives and the Senate does not agree with the fact that Nigerians, I'm saying this and I want every Nigerian across the globe to understand what I'm saying now. It wasn't voted out because what we advocated lacked merit, but it was voted out because those at the helm of affairs in Nigeria felt that you and me that live outside Nigeria have no right to vote for who leads us. Think about that. I'm saying that now because we are not relenting. We will come back with our advocacy, and when that comes, we want every hand to be on deck. And I remember one of the people from the National Assembly who opposed our motion was the present National Secretary of the APC. And it pains me to say this, but that's the truth. Honorable Bashiru, I can't remember what his surname is, but he's the National Secretary of the party now. He was the first person who came on the rostrum at Abuja in 2016. I still remember, to oppose what we were trying to do. Well, they got their way, but then the question for us in diaspora, those of us in UK, in America, in Germany, Russia, the rest of them, are we going to continue? Because, listen, my old man, God bless his soul, he's dead now. He was a stark illiterate, but he used to say something to me in those days, which at that time I did not take, but now is beginning to resonate in my head. What he used to say to me was, people will continue to do to you what you continue to allow them to do to you. That man said that. At that time, I was thinking, what do you know? But that's beginning to make sense to me. That we in diaspora will continue to allow those in Nigeria to dictate to us here how to choose who leads us. So long as we continue to allow them to do it, they will all rise up in unison to say, no, not in our name. That will be the end of it. That's why I'm saying this now, for all of us to understand that we have a voice. And I've always said it every time I have the opportunity, that when people talk about one man, one vote in democracy, that applies only in Nigeria. To us in diaspora, it is one man, minimum of 10 votes. Because for me, I have more than 10 people who listen to me, people that I look up to, people that I took care of their children's school fees. You cannot tell me that my cousin that I take care of his child's school fees will not listen to me who to vote for. So sorry, I'm taking your time, but I just want us to have all of this in mind. So we will go straight to question and answer now. Thank you so very much. God bless you. So, like I was saying, thank you. Sorry, I was distracted by another phone call. Thank you so very much for being part of this program. The program continues, and we are going into the question and answer session now. But before we do that, please permit me to announce one of the BVIP who has joined us. He does that every time when he has the time to be part of this program. And because he's our patron, I will give him the benefit of appearing first on our question and answer. That is a person of Honorable Batunde Ogala, SAN. He's the he's the main guy for our president. Sorry, my brain is just running.
I am here. Don't worry yourself.
You have the floor now, sir. Thank you so much.
Well, good evening. Perhaps let me just, since I've just joined,
yes, sir.
Let me just tarry a while and let others who have been on the waiting list go, and I'll come later. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yes, you have the floor now, sir. You have the floor now. Just go ahead, sir. Just go ahead. You have the floor.
What I said is, let me just listen to others for a bit before I come on.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So
hello.
Okay. Yeah. I can hear you now, sir. So
hello.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. We'll call you back on. Yeah. We'll call back on.
Okay. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your understanding. So let's go straight to the floor now. We've got Adebola Z something. So can you please unmute yourself and come up with your question? Adebola Z.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Good evening, House. I've been enjoying the discussion and the special guest that you brought to the program today is a very good friend of mine. We have been together for over 3 decades now. So listening to him, he's only doing what he knows how to do best. So I'm not surprised on some of his exposition. Be that as it may, my own little contribution is that just like you mentioned earlier, we don't have a credible opposition in Nigeria who can make the ruling government to be on their toes. That is one of the tragedy of democracy, one of the tragedies of democracy in Nigeria. Since the advent of this current administration, as the opposition come out, of course, we know that they've criticized almost everything, but is there any time they have come out with a credible alternative that the government can even sit down to say, yes, this person is saying something sensible that we can implement to help democracy in Nigeria and also to help the citizens of the country? All they know how to do is to criticize without even giving any credible alternative. And where I actually gave up on opposition in Nigeria is this recent comment by Peter Obi and I think also former Vice President Atiku Abubakar on the issue of the state police. Okay, we all know the kind of problem we have suffered in this country. It is not the handmaid of any president. It is a societal problem. And the opposition has failed to even recognize that. Do you know that when they see that this state policing is being sped up and it's just a matter of time when it is ingrained in the constitution that we should have state police? And Peter Obi came out to say that it is a wrong time for state policing. That's because government want to use it for politics. I mean, because of the 2027 election. Can you imagine such a thinking? So issue that has been on ground that has lasted 3 or 4 presidents.
Yeah.
That none of the past presidents has even had the courage to touch. Somebody has now come and the issue is about to be laid to rest. And all the state of the federation will have state police that will help in this hydra-headed insecurity that is plaguing everywhere. Somebody is coming out that it is not the right time. You know, Nigeria is so big that we don't need a president. We don't need somebody who will first of all go and read chapters of a book on China before he knows what to say. And it's not the kind of president that this country needs at this moment. we need intelligent leadership, just like Biodun mentioned. I know leadership is not by, if somebody is there as a leader, then I can do better than him. That is not leadership. Leadership is either by training or by nature or even by inspiration. And it is not the kind of negative inspiration. Inspiration is that, somebody is doing it. Yes, I can also do something like that. That kind of positive inspiration. That is what we need, not negative one. So the opposition is not helping matters in Nigeria. And I want to challenge them. Let them give, Asiwaju that we all know is somebody that leads by example. He has followers that he has been keeping for years. And those followers, they have been giving him, look, it's not because all this wisdom that he's using, not because he brought it from heaven. It's also because of his interaction with people he has brought up, intelligent people that surround him. That is what he's using as a leader. It's not because he brought it from heaven. So can they copy this kind of trait from him and offer something credible instead of criticism every time? I love the earlier caller who said that, honestly speaking, I would have loved them to be on the ballot. But which is very unlikely because they are not even fit in the first place. They are looking for, they don't want to build political party. They just want to go to where there's no opposition. Democracy is also about opposition. Democracy is about contest. It's about competition. They don't want to compete. They are looking for where they will just be anointed. It doesn't work like that. Nigeria is not a country of 5 million people, 10 million people, 250 million people. It's a complex country. So it requires an intelligent person to rule, not just anybody. So I think, well, I don't want to take much of our time, but it's quite unfortunate that the kind of opposition we have in Nigeria is not the one that can offer us credible alternative. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for your taking. Honestly, if I want to respond to this, I will take the whole day, but I'm not going to say anything. I will leave the floor to our special guest to respond to it, because for me, what can I say? Our special guest, can you please respond to that? The last caller, Adebola's S, please. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Doesn't look like our special guest. It looks like it's on the road at the moment now. Let me have a look if it's ready. Can you please respond to our?
Is it to me?
Yes, sir. Yeah. We just want you to respond to Adebola's.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's little response I can give to Abimbola Toki's because I'm used to him. Like he said, we will probably 30 years. So, but the point he made is quite germane. And I'm going to write a headline now. I'm talking to my media officer. Atiku Obi destroyed Nigeria's democracy. Headline.
Wow.
Because any democracy without opposition is dead.
Yeah.
And for 3.5 years or 3 years, these people have failed to provide credible opposition to Nigeria's democracy. To that extent, their inability to provide opposition is a pointer to their inability to become credible leaders if they are elected. So it is better for Nigerians to be very alert. Anybody, any group of people who cannot provide credible opposition cannot provide credible governance. It's as simple as that. So for me, we don't have opposition because nobody is intellectually capable of providing proper opposition. The greed of power has beclouded their patriotic reasoning, to which extent they have become colossal failures. Thank you.
Wow. I think you seriously blew my mind regarding that, because your last call was that the greeds, that is their failure to provide credible opposition to the people in power means they have failed as opposition. Therefore, they have failed Nigerian people, and Nigerian people have no business voting for them, which has always been my own thought process all along. But you just put it in a very logical way now for us to be able to think about and talk about. So thank you so very much for that. I can see you are on your way to another event now. Thank you again for still being part of this program, despite the fact that you.
Before Otunba goes, can I say something?
Yes, sir.
My Olorisha friend, Otunba Ajiboye. Otunba.
That's my Ogao. That's my Ogao. Babatunde Ogala.
Well, what can I say? I mean, when last week I heard that Otunba was coming on board, I was like, wow. You know, I call him the little dynamite. Yorubas will say, Kekere labere nkere. So what I've listened to his submissions, and even now, you could say that Otunba is one that shoots direct from the hips and doesn't hold back how he feels. And I personally share his sentiments. He knows how I feel about some of the things, even though I might be a little bit much more, maybe not as hard-hitting as he is. You know how it is with the small dynamites like the likes of how the Maradonas of this world will hit you. That is what an Otunba is. So, but I would say he said it all. I mean, when we talk about opposition, we are not saying our government is perfect. We are not saying our president is perfect. But as it is today, I think he is just the best this country can have. Even these opposition elements that we keep talking about, I challenge anybody, and I'm making it public here, to tell me, to show us what these other persons has offered in as alternatives. I ask you, even in 2003, Otunba and I were in the trenches, and we know what we went through, putting the manifesto and all of it together, spending sleepless nights. I don't recall any of these our opposition leaders, any of those persons who are saying they want to do better than this president. I don't recall any one of them then and now coming out with any manifesto. I can't recall any of them saying this is what they stand for. Only a couple of days ago, I was having a discussion with somebody. Otunba, of course, is here. Like I said, we spent sleepless nights brainstorming. Our president showed guts from the first day in office. He said the fuel subsidy was gone. And if Otunba will remember, if we had been opportune to be part of the preparation, I'm sure maybe some people would have said, don't say it. But knowing him, he didn't even discuss it. He didn't even discuss it. And subsequently, I said, I knew if I had said I would discuss it, people would have discouraged me. And that shows a president with guts, a president with determination. Look at the reforms he's done so far. Look at the infrastructure renewal he's done so far. We've been on and on and on about road infrastructure for several years, and our roads keep being built, rebuilt, and collapsing. A man comes in and said, no, it can't be business as usual. We will go concrete. Today, just unfortunate as it may sound, an aircraft landed on one of those roads. I wonder if an aircraft could have landed on any of our roads as they were without ripping off the old roads, if we were doing things the way they were being done. And we look at the revolution going on in the federal capital. I live in Lagos and I can feel the impact. When we travel around the country, yes, we do agree there are challenges, and challenges will always be there. Even the issue of security that we all experienced, and we are concerned, like the president is concerned about. Is it not almost a global phenomenon? Is the government doing something? Yes, doing a lot. Again, these opposition persons who will say, oh, security is deteriorating, is never. Please, we are appealing to them. Let them suggest alternative solutions. None, and I say none, has ever suggested any. I mean, this president is one that I can say has some of the best brains. And this is a president, and Otunba will bear me out, who was never afraid of engaging in intellectual discussions on learning from people. And I'm talking about learning and taking advice from brilliant minds, same people. I'm not talking about the one who says he was taking advice from madman. This president will not, if you're a madman, you will not even have the opportunity, the privilege of having a discussion with him. And that is the kind of president we have. Otunba, of course, I trust him. I know him. I know what he's capable of doing. Sometimes the man punches far, far, far above his weight and size. And I'm sure he has done justice to this subject. And I totally and completely associate with his submission and will adopt his brief as mine. And I will also want to thank him for continuing to do what he does and does well. For those who may not know, we know the trajectory. We know the history. We were there in the trenches. We know how frustrating it was in the beginning. We know what some of us, the sacrifices that were made. And that is why I keep commending our friends in diaspora, who also continue to do what they do. The J.K. Adebolas, the Omoles, the Olayinkas, and the totality of their team. I will never be tired of saying thank you to this crop of very, very patriotic and concerned Nigerians, albeit living outside the country. For those who are constantly joining this, I also say thank you because we feel the impact. We know the education you offer. Only last week, and I'm talking about less than 5 days ago, I was in the UK. JK, I must specially thank you for your visit to me in my hotel on Thursday last week. Was it Thursday or Saturday? But I don't know. I think it was on Saturday. I must specially thank you. I only got into the UK and we chatted and I said I was in London. I said I was leaving. I am on my way to you within 2 hours. He was with me as usual. Our discussion was all about our country. It was all about this presidency. It was all about how this country will be better. I will again specially thank you for your commitment, for the words of inspiration. And if I recall, I mean, he wasn't just coming, he gave a Yoruba proverb, or whatever. And indeed, he came visiting me bearing gifts, like when those who visited when Jesus Christ was born, the 3 wise men that came bearing gifts. Though in this case, it was one wise man that came visiting me and bearing a gift. Thank you very much, J.K. Adebola, for being who you are. Thank you for your gift. It's very much appreciated. Thank you, Otunba Ajiboye, my pen-size Onijagbon
Yes,
friend,
sir.
my brother. Ajiboye will not. He
Sir?
will tell you as it is. Ajiboye will say Egbon mi. He will call you Egbon, but calling you Egbon does not mean he will not say you as is. Thank you for doing what you do, and I
Thank
must
you, sir.
also beyond beyond what Ajiboye does as a party man, as a defender of this government, as a propagandist, as whatever you want to call him, because I call him propagandist. Propaganda is not negative. You must propagate what you do. If you don't, like they say, if you don't blow your trumpet, nobody would, not only would they not blow it for you, they will steal it from you. You know, so I will thank him. And Ajiboye too, I must also say, is one who I call a truly, truly Nigerianized and African. Hardly would you caught Ajiboye, Otunba Ajiboye in Western clothing. He wears his Nigerianness with pride anywhere he goes. That I must also, from day one, I can't recall seeing him wearing caps that are not very, very Nigerianized, and a lot of the time even showing that I'm not just Nigerian, I am Nigerian at heart, in thoughts, and in mind. From his agency, we see what he's doing, the efforts he's making to propagate not just our culture, including our traditional religion, including our tourism. I know he's done a lot of work between Nigeria, Cuba, Brazil, and those South Caribbean countries that share cultural affinity with Nigeria. I see a lot of it. We're looking forward to it. We see how he has mobilized some globally recognized Nigerians in propagating this culture. I know he still has a long way to do. He and I share thoughts on this, and by the grace, he will get to that destination in this assignment. Is a Nigerianized Nigeria, because I said to people, there are Nigerians who are Nigerians by name, only by circumstances of birth, and there are Nigerians who are Nigerians at heart. Ajiboye is a Nigerian at heart, and I only hope and wish that many more of us will become not just Nigerians. We want to see us make Nigerians out of Nigerians. I thank you, Ajiboye, Otunba Ajiboye. I thank you, my brothers and co-patriots in the diaspora. I thank you, JK. I thank you, Adebola, Tosin Olayinka, and your team for what you do. And I thank the totality of us who have been here. And these messages that are passed weekly, trust me, they are being whispered, they are being heard. Last week, the chief of staff to the president was here, and like I said, we are getting closer home. We are getting closer home. Some ministers have been here, we are getting closer home. One day, don't be surprised when the big masquerade himself will appear on this program. And we are working assiduously towards that. Again, Otunba and the team, JK, I say, thank you very much. God bless us all.
Wow. Thank you so very much. And that's Honorable Babatunde Ogala, our patron, whose presence is always welcome on this platform. He came on to me unannounced. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to be part of the conference here today, because I was with him last week. Well, a couple of days ago here in the UK. I wasn't even aware he was in the UK until after the program, when I called him and he said, "You know what? I'm in London." I'm like, "Really? Where?" So I had to run to him to go and visit him. You see, these are one of the leaders of this government who has shown us enough grace for us to believe that we have people in government who has the how do I put it? The interest of the Nigerian people at heart, that all they just want to do is to make sure that all is well with Nigerians. And Honorable Ogala is one of those. Same thing with our special guest for tonight. These two guys are one of those who every of their living being is about making life I'm struggling to find the right word for it now, because I'm trying to get I'm trying to stop myself from getting emotional for having them on this program today now. All they are always trying to do is to make sure that life is good for Nigerian people across board. I just wish the Nigerians across the globe will see the enormity of what this guy. What makes me get emotional now is I see a lot of idiots. And I use that word very carefully. Idiots who are looking at people who does not have an iota of feelings for what Nigerians are going through now, but simply because they had the privilege of being fostered on their people in their states as the governor or whatever it is. Now trying to tell us that they have the interests of Nigerians at heart. I'm in my 60s now, and I'm too old to be fooled by anybody. Trust me, I'm too smart. Not only am I old enough, I have lived outside Nigeria for me, and living outside Nigeria means I have learned from the Nigerian experience and from the outside experience for any idiot from anywhere to come and fool me, for me to believe that he has the interest of Nigerians. Aha. Some people can believe them, that's their own cup of tea. But as far as I'm concerned, I know who has the people that has the interest of Nigerians at heart, and that is why I'm following the trajectory that I'm following now. That is where Honorable Ogala and the man we have on today comes in, because as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria has to be salvaged from a mental slavery, because a lot of our people has been enslaved mentally. They've been enslaved mentally, and some of us have to step up to bring them out of that mental slavery, to ensure that they don't continue to live in servitude. Well, that is what this thing is all about. For some of us who are living now, we understand how this First and Second World War began, and we understand how the what's it called again now? The issue of ensuring that Africans believe in certain gods and in certain beliefs. We understand how it began. So that's why some of us who has been opportune to live outside the shores of Nigeria understands why we shouldn't allow certain things to continue to go on. So that is why we align with certain people that we understand that has the best interest of the country at heart. And I just hope that those of us that we are trying to appeal to in diaspora will understand that for someone like me who understands where we are coming, because listen, if you don't know where you're coming from, you cannot know where you are going to. If you don't know where you're going to, then you cannot understand how to trace your step to get back to basics. But for some of us, like someone like me, because I've been through all the meals, that is why I understand everything. And that's why I'm bringing up to us, the people that are bringing up to us. Honorable Ogala is one of, well, like I said earlier on, it's our what's it called now? It's one of the guys who helped to set up the Renewed Hope Global, and is now our patron. That is why we swear by him. Every time he appears in our program, we're always glad. Last Saturday we had the chief of staff to the president who came on board. As far as we're concerned, those are the kind of things, those are the kind of people that we want to come to give us validation. And for as long as they continue to come in our program, we appreciate their validation. And not just that, we want every Nigerian across the 6 geopolitical zone to understand that Nigeria of today is quite different from Nigeria of the 1960s. I probably will come on this program to discuss the issue I've just said now. The Nigeria of today is different from Nigeria of the 1960s. There's a lot, embedded in that, which many of Nigerians today does not understand. Simply because those people like of my age who are within that vicinity refuse to tell them what's going on in this country. We'll shed light on all of that. So I don't want to make too much of that for now. Once again, I appreciate our patron, Chief. Well, he doesn't like to be called a chief, but as far as I'm concerned, he's chief. I have given him Chief Bubagawa of Igbaroke. I'm from Igbaroke, and I'm giving you Chief Tatu. Please take it, sir. As the chief,
Thank you. I'm simply Mr.
I will tell the Owa of Igbaroke that you are befitting of that chief title. Trust me, expect a letter from me very soon, sir. So he is one of those who even when people like me were disillusioned about what is going on, he's one of those who are saying, hey, you've come this way. Are you going to give up? He's the one who keeps, engineering me to say, you know what, you have to continue. So for that, I remain ever grateful to you, sir. My prayer is for God to continue to preserve you, to make sure that you live long enough for you to benefit from the fruits of your labor, because you've not started to eat from your labor yet. You will benefit very soon. Thank you so very much. I bless you all. So let me try and see if my co-host is now online. Honorable Barrister Tosi Olayika, are you on now? Please let me know if you're on now, so that we can, because the program we have less. We've gone past 2 hours anyway. Where is he again? Okay, if he's not on, let me have a look. We've got only 3 hands up. Now, I'm going to just be calling 3 people up now. When they're done, we're done, because we've gone past our time. I've got first Dr. Wale Duro Dolu. 2, I've got Professor Tijani. Then 3, we've got Adeshola Aremu. Those are 3 people I'm going to call. After that, we're closing this program. Thank you so very much. So, Dr. Wale Duro Dolu, you have the floor now. Thank you so much. Please submit yourself. Dr. Wale Duro, are you still there?
Oh, yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here. Because of the time, I will not want to dabble into so many other things, but my question is specific. And what I want to know is that what specific measure has the government put in place to counter foreign targeted propaganda and influence manipulation by domestic opposition actors? And how is the government measuring the impact of Nigerian international reputation, especially against the background of the way of this propaganda? Because how can we continue to allow people in our country who are content creators and they are sponsored by Ford Foundation and many other organizations like that? And so that's just the question I want to really ask now.
Okay, thank you so very much. I'm sure special guest has taken note of your question. So the last person that will be taking on, I'm not going to take any more questions now, is Professor Tijani. Professor Tijani, you have the floor now. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yeah, thank you.
I want to thank you finally for allowing me to speak. My hands were up before the last speaker, and I've been monitoring.
Apologies for that. Apologies for that. Sometimes we just
No
go back
problem.
home.
You will have to apologize so many when I visit London, and then you do some appreciation.
Yeah.
And that is a joke, but a serious one.
Hello, how are you?
What I want to say is this.
Yeah, well.
Somebody,
Can you please submit yourself, please? I'm not sure what's going on. Hello? Hello, sir. Can you please submit yourself? I'm not sure what's going on. Hello? Hello?
Ambassador Adebola.
Yes, yes, I can hear you now.
I was actually going to speak through the phone. Dr. Dolu was the one interrupting, and instead of him being muted, they muted me again.
Yeah, we can hear you
See,
now.
you have overshoot your time again and again and again, and I will start from that. I was going to discuss with you privately, but I better say it for others to learn. When we say 2 hours, it's 2 hours. And you probably want to limit your post comment of questions and comments by others. It's taking a lot of time.
Okay, yeah, we're listening. Hello? No, Lord. We're listening, sir. Hello, we're listening to you, sir. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, I just can't get it.
Now they've unmute me. Thank you. So I will just go straight to the point now, and I will discuss with you as to the structure and how we can forge ahead when next we meet on this platform. First, I bring greetings from Renewed Hope Academic Forum. For by His grace, I am, championing. We have members across all tertiary institutions in Nigeria and those in the academia in the diaspora. And what we do is advocacy. You see, for the first time in the history of our nation, we have a president that is not only historically conscious, but understand the history as a learning pathway to development. He understood and his immediate lieutenants our genesis and finding solution, which we now call revelation, unlike the obedience that do not understand even the genesis and they just want a distraction. So we cannot afford to allow them to continue to distract us. So we must collectively engage in advocacy. Formal, as a presenter is doing and all other ministers and government functionaries are doing, but also informally. And I'll piggyback on two things. Net fund. Personally, I have people that I'm sponsoring, not because I'm wealthy, but because I know what it is to be poor as a Lagos Island man or boy. I know who a widow is because my mom was one as far back as 1971 when she was only 26. My father will be 55 years, dead 71. And tomorrow I will be doing a prayer for him. So the other thing is that I know what education is about. Okay? And when you help and you have a government that has come up with this net fund, and yet even on our campus and campuses, they have no clue. Just 2 days ago, I literally fought my wife because I overheard her talking to her sister in Ibadan about Lautech, there's no money. I said, wait a minute, what are you talking about? I must not hear that in this house. I can be an advocate of good governance, showcasing the solution by this government. You're telling me, so I called the woman in Ibadan. I said, you have a lot of money to waste. You don't have to know any professor or a vice chancellor or a provost or rector. Do this, do this, do that. That is what I told all those people that I'm sponsoring at LASU, at Lauswed, at Adeleke, every other places in Nigeria. And if you fail to do it, forget it. At the end of the day, they know about Nelfon. They know that they don't have to know Ambassador Adebola. So we must advocate. We must engage in informal education. Okay? All of us. Very, very important. And I also showcase the fact that my daughter is owing about 60 something thousand dollars because of the way it is structured in the United States. And I say for our government in Nigeria, interest does not kick in. And if you don't have the employment upon graduation in 2 years, they write it off. But more importantly, you have 20,000 naira stipend. So how good could that be? That is evidentiary. That is the evidence that the lawyer will present to the judge to persuade him or her. The second one is the diaspora bridge. I have been conversing, and I've said this, I said it in New York, if you remember, Ambassador Adebola, when we met in New York. I
Yeah.
told all those diasporans, I said, look, it is not the president of the United States that stated this. It was my own great grandmother in Kakawa compound that told me, don't ask what this family will give you, but what we can add, the value. So the diaspora bridge is there. You don't have to be in the academia as a professional. You just register. And then you can add value. If you are a truly member of APC and you believe in the vision and mission of this visionary walking leader, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you need to go and register. How many of us in New York 2 years ago have registered? How many of us are going back to liaise with our College of Education, our universities, our polytechnics, and giving back? Not everything is about money. When I volunteered 2011 to 2020 and left dollar salary, folks in diaspora said, he's a crazy guy. What is he going to take, 482,000 naira? Well, guess what? It was the most fulfilling part of my life. And I continue to serve, to give back as a visiting professor. So please, those two policy implementation, NELFund, diaspora bridge, and so many things about taxation you can explain as we've been doing informally. Okay, we cannot continue to use colonial taxation system and then we think we're going to make progress. But the obedient and their cronies can go to the World Cup like the most stupid person, uneducated, Davido or whatever they call him, we go and be soiling our name. And I'm still looking forward to meeting his father, that you have not done a good job with this boy. Okay. To round up, we cannot continue to allow obedience in any form to distract us. There is something that was said by one or two of the commentaries that I've listened to. You see, when you are sick, you are given Panadol. As most of us, we still remember Panadol, not even paracetamol now. Then you have chloroquine. You put those both on your lips. One is bitter, right? For the obedient, they would rather be using more of Panadol and Panadol. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on day one, as a historically conscious person that has proven in Lagos State and even creating more leaders and followers, took the chloroquine. The chloroquine is that no more what? It's a pity people cannot unmute. No more subsidy. And the dividend of that is now with us. We should also talk about the unparalleled, historically unparalleled power, both financially and politically, given to as lowest as the councillors and the local government chairman. I'm a registered member at B3 in Lagos Island, the councillor, the chairman, Oyeko, and even my senator, Eshiloku, and the rest of them. And I told us behind the diaspora, you don't sit in New York and be, without missing word, running your mouth. Where is your voter's card? And I lead by example. I've been to Nigeria. In fact, I'm going back next month. And I say, here is registration. APC, here is registration or revalidation at INEC in Surah. Go back. You don't have a voter's card, stop talking. You are not really doing us good. And that is the bitter truth. That is the chloroquine. That is what we must. So service is just something like, we have a leader that we should look up for. The person that is our president today left Chicago, not because whatever it is, he could have sat back in Chicago and enjoy himself and all this, but he came back and he's giving back. So I thank you. But Ambassador, we must have more time, except if we are doing roundtable. Please allow us, your participants, to do more talking, and then you can do appreciation at the end of the day. I send you a text, I say, please, as soon as Mr. Ogala SAN speak talking, don't talk. I send a text to you. I say, don't talk. Let me please talk because I will forget all my thoughts. And I know you'll be telling me, oh, 1 minute, 1 second. The error you made is if you don't mute me, I'll keep talking because I'm a student. But I thank you. I have learned. We're going to go back and continue the informal as we do on the Renewed Hope Academic Forum, which we started in February. It's an offshoot of Dawns for PBAT. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, my prof. As you know, on this program, we don't mute people unless it is absolutely necessary. The reason we don't do that is because we like to give people the right to say whatever they have to say, unless we sense they're trying to be clever by half. But again, thank you so much for for any of views. But like we said, the time is past spent now. We are 46 minutes past our time, so we wouldn't give time for any more talk. I'm just going to give the floor now to our special guest to give his closing remark. Then we'll close the program. Thank you so very much. God bless you. Haji Arikia Abakar, you have the floor now.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's been a long day. Well done, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of today's program. And before we go, our special thanks to our special guest, Otunba Ajiboye, DG CEO, National Institute for Cultural Orientation, for your elaborate analysis. Thank you also to our participants who joined us from across the world. Join us again next time for another exciting episode. And on behalf of the Renewed Hope Global Virtual Town Hall Conference team, have a lovely weekend. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so very much, Hadia. Perhaps because of the fact that we've missed our closing time, I missed two vital issues that we need to deal with. One of which is to give our special guest the last minute for him to say one or two things. So I will use the floor for now for our special guest. Then I'll come back to tell the whole world who we're expecting next week. So our special guest, you have the floor now to have your last remarks, maybe about the organizers, about Nigerians in general, or even about the government that you are representing. Thank you so very much. You have the floor now, sir. Thank you, sir. It looks like we've lost our special guest. Okay. Let's just get to the end of the program. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being part of this program. Let me have a look at my notes here. I've got some VVIPs who joined us, and of course, we have our patron, Honorable Babasade Ogola, SCN, is the special counsel to the president. We have our engineer Dan Agbada. We have Amodu Ede. Sorry if I don't pronounce the name very well. Mondin Olaidan Amodu Ede from Gambia. Yeah. So no, I think that's Nuruddin. Oh, what am I talking about? That's Honorable pardon me, that's Honorable Nuruddin Olaidan Amodu Ede from Gambia. We got Professor Tijani who spoke earlier, yeah, from the USA. Thank you so very much. We've got Honorable Shegun Olutola from the UK who joined us. Engineer Femi Omogbai from Nigeria. Thank you very much for being part of this program. Pastor Dr. Eso Adebola, that's my brother. Thank you so very much for being part of the program. Professor Ugoji Eze Esquire, I believe that's a lawyer who joined us. Thank you so very much, sir. And the doc herself, Dr. BC Akin, she was our special guest in the last 2 weeks. That's Dr. BC Akin Alabi. She was a special guest 2 weeks ago. She was on this program last week, and she is here again today. So thank you so very much for being part of this program. As I've always said, this is about enlightening Nigerians across the world about the inner workings of government. So, and a special guest for today, who is appearing for the second time, and by special demand, he's going to be coming back for the third time. I will let you know what he's coming back for in maybe in the next couple of weeks. But for the time being, the next person coming up next week will be Kashifu Inua Abdullahi, CCFE. He is the DG CEO, National Information Technology Development Agency, otherwise known as NITDA. So he's gonna be coming up on next week Saturday to speak to Nigeria on an issue that is very, very germane to our existence. You get to know about that when the e-profile, the e-flyer is out, maybe tomorrow or Monday at the latest. So please look out for it, and as soon as you get it, please share it with your friends, foes, and acquaintances, so that next Saturday we'll back here again to meet with Kashifu Inua Abdullahi CCFE. Thank you so very much, and God bless you. Today being another weekend, it's a scorcher here in the UK, but we're burning up. You know, for those of us who are Africans, I think it's a kind of something we're used to. So we will try and bear up. So thank you so very much for being part of this program. Next week, I'm looking forward to welcoming everybody to this program again, so that we can have another interesting time with one of our leaders who will be coming up to discuss another important topic with us. Thank you so very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.